Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play fake. Mayfield. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Draw play, Cohen. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Texans have taken the early lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught outright by Patton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
First down, Washington.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On the counter, Gibson.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd and 9. Rodgers, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. The big fella. The 20, 10, 5. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield.
They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Cohen. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here taken in by Isabella.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Houston. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tutu Atwell. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
So that challenge, a successful one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Cohen.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone. And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now Cohen. Ooh, with a juke. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. Matthew Ioannidis gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Lynn Bowden in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Fielded just outside the goal line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Rodgers now on first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Throwing is Rodgers.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Gibson again. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Antonio Gibson.
His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And Washington able to get a score back.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
First down, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Chase Young
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Second and 20.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Chase Young.
He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Second and 4.
They try again with Cohen.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, a run with Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Jamin Davis in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On the draw, this is Cohen. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. He's going to field this at the 4. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Texans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but In all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. To throw, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Coyote Fairbairn. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
On first down, Rodgers. This one is caught. It's Patton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. That ball complete to Isabella. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Ross Blacklock busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, Samuel.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.